Hello there guys, welcome back to another tutorial. Today in this tutorial we are going to look at how to use query scoops or scoop filters in Laravel. Now so let's get started. So now what are queries, what are query scoops or scope filters? Let's just call them scoop filters in Laravel. So Laravel offers scoop filters in which you can filter parameters from a model in the app. So this applies best when you're implementing, for example, a search request within your app. And by a search request, for example, I mean this one. Now this is a blogging website that I created with Laravel. Now, for example, when I type something here, type a query, it should be able to search within your model. For example, this one will be post model, and then to bring you back the relevant result. Now, so far here, since we are going to look at scope filters in this tutorial, I've already implemented a search request in this website. For example, if I type something like Laravel here, it should be able to give me all the posts that are related with Laravel, and you can see here. Now that tells you that I have 2 or 3 things. Now when we go to in my website, when I go to pages controller here, when you go to the search, there's a function. So there's a function called search that I've created, which has this particular code that is able to search within the model and get the title, and then the title, it looks for the title, and then the title, it returns them with categories. So we are only filtering, okay, not filtering, but we are only searching the title within our database. And then now here, this if statement is able to count, to check if we have a keyword that is associated with what we are searching. For example, we're searching Laravel here, and then now it proceeds to give you a result by returning this view pages.search. Now pages.search is somewhere here. Let me just do Control P and search for it. So we have search blade. Now we have a search blade. So I believe this is something, probably if you are not a beginner in Laravel, that you already know how to do. So here we have a search blade.php, which you're able to make. Now this search blade is the one that is returned here. You can see now your search results is this and this. So what it does here, basically, once it finds there's a keyword associated with what you are searching in the database, it checks, okay, this session message is okay, this one will be flashed if there is no result, but if there is the result, it will take you to this else statement here. So now to loop over the post, and then the title, the categories, and then if there's a relevant post associated with that keyword that we're searching, it will return this to you. Probably I do this one in another tutorial, but today we are going to look at scoop filters. Now that is what happens. So what is happening is just the controller and the search blade. Now how do you implement scope filters? Now scope filters can do the same thing. They can filter parameters from a model, and we are just going to start by implementing them right away. And they are easy and they are more cleaner because the code is less. You may not want to write a lot of code, but even this one still works well. But now when you look at this one, I'm only filtering, for example, the title. Okay, I can also filter another parameter, but with this one it looks kind of limited. Let's look at scope filters and see how they work. So right guys, so let's get started. Okay, so now the first thing I would want to do is go to the model, and go to the model that you want to search in. In my case is post.php because it's the one that has is the one that's registered. For example, when you look at the mass assignment within the fillable, you can see we have the user ID, we have a thumbnail, title, slag, post type, and is published. Now this one means all these are presented within the table, and you can filter them using scope filters. Right, guys, so let's just get started. So now within the post.php here, just come here. I don't know if I'm okay. So you'll have something like public function, and then you're going to define the scope filter, and then within the scope filters I'm going to have something like okay, I'm going to have query because that's what you're going to do. Then here we have array, and then filters that way, right? And then let's open this function. Now we are going to give it a logic, so you're going to say if filters into search, because now we are giving the keyword search so that we can say that search within the particular given table is equals to false. Okay, let me continue. I'll explain as we continue. So we have query into where. Now let me type this one here. Now here we are doing okay, so here we are doing title. Now this query where. Now here we are using the where clause to filter the particular parameters. Now just look, for example, the way we are doing with pages.index. You can see here we have title, and then we are saying like, right? And then we filter. Even I need to copy this one here because we are using it. So we are using it. Actually the concept is still similar. So here I'll just need to have something like this. Seems my mouse is kind of okay. So I'm going to have something like that here. So I'm filtering the title, the percentage sign. The percentage sign is just to give the space between the whatever that is between the words within the table. So here I have request, and then search, because we are searching. Okay, so and then here we have the dot sign. So this is just to separate and give the particular that is just to give the space in between whatever. Now here you can see here we are filtering the title. So here we are filtering the title. We are having two titles here, should not be so. So we are filtering the title here, and then we are looking for the title within the model like that. Now you can filter more than this parameter. For example, now here you can have, for example, where. So here you can have the where statement, and then okay, now maybe I would have wanted to, okay, now it's simple. I wanted to open for you the database and the table, but now you can see within our fillable, this one tells you that my table has a thumbnail for image, title, slag, details, post type, and so forth. So now you can filter all these particular parameters so that when somebody comes to search within your website, he can use either of them. You can use, for example, the title, the slag, the category, and so forth. So yeah, so that is what that is, with scope filters you can do as many parameters, that is, you can filter many parameters like so. So now here we are going to also have like, you can have, actually you can even have small, you can even have small. So we have that one, and then we have the percentage sign, and then we have request. So we'll have request and then the search, just like how we have done on the other one. So here we have okay, so now here we have the percentage like that. Now I can go on adding more, so let me just okay, let me just copy this one. Let me just copy that one and paste. So here I'm also going to look for the details, so I can add as many as I want, but I'm going to, okay, so request search, and then now this one I'm going to end it with like that. Yeah, so and then now let's say this one. Okay, so now that is what we are going to filter. So filter search, and then yeah, all right guys, so now we are going to filter within the search, and then we're going to query this particular parameters, and then we're going to return the relevant result. Now the next thing here I would want to do, now once this is done, this is the model that you want to search. Go to your pages controller here, and then now look for the model that is associated with what. For example, I was in post.php. now here come to, you can see here we have paginate here. Now here you need to present it with a particular code that is going to filter the search request within your model. So here I'm going to have something like this. So I'm going to say filter, and then request. So I'm going to request the search, the one that we had given, and all right, so we are good to go. So here you're going to filter the request. So we are going to have the filter, and then the request, and then the search like that, and then the paginate will just continue being where it is. And that's, I think that's all. It's as simple as that. You can see how much we have written less code, and we are able to do more with this. So now this one is going to check within our database, within the post model, and then post.php model, and then within our table, and then it's going to search and bring the relevant result. Now there's something I want us to do to change. Now you can see when we search, for example, when we search the Laravel keyword, it brought for us this search blade.php. Now since I implemented this way, now I may not want, because we are using now the filters, we are not using this one. So what I'll do here first, for now I will comment it out. So I'll just comment it out like that, and then now which now let's look for this search form. Search form, it should be in the nav blade.php. Now in the nav blade.php, you can see this one is the one that is being returned here. So what I want us to do here, now let me just copy this one somewhere different. I don't want to, let me just copy it somewhere. Okay, now since I've copied that one, now here I'm going to return form action, return the home page. So here I'm going to return the home page. Now remember that URL was returning the search, and the search is this search blade here. And then when we inspect the web the web.php here, we can look at the route and we can see that we have this route here that is going to the pages controller, that is slash search, and then it's going to the pages controller, and then it return this search blade.php. But now this one is going to return the index for us only. So remember, we have now removed the search blade. So yeah, so it's going to be that way, right? Okay, now let's see if this one is working. Let's see if this code is working, sorry, and then if it can filter the parameters as expected. All right, so this is good to go. We have enabled this one, and then yeah, so here I'm going to, okay, let me reload the website like that. Oh, there's an issue with okay, bad controller search does not exist, so that is thrown in. Okay, so let's try to do without the, let me refresh again, see if that error is still there. Okay, so the error is not there because it was now trying to search and I had already removed the search method. So here I'm going to type again Laravel, and let's see if it's going to search our model using the query filter keyword. So it's still returning the same, so it means it has not been implemented. So let's just check where could be the issue. Okay, let me remove some of this. So here we are searching the model like this. Now within the post .php, which is the model, now we are using the request search, and yeah, so if filters request search, so it's going to search if it's true or false. Remember, this is a conditional, this should be a conditional operator whereby it either goes for this or it goes for the next one. So here we are requesting search. That means in the nav blade here, this is what I not changed, so you need to change this one to search, right? Now so you need to locate the form that is as the search form, and then what you need to do here, you just need to come and let me save that one. You just need to come and change this one to search because the request is being done on the search. I could also change this one to query, for example, like this if I was using that one, but since we have already used search, let's just go with search. Okay, so you can see now it's already filtering PHP, for example. So let's do this again. Okay, so let me go back to the home page. Now remember, this one is rerouting me to the index page. So when you look at my web.php, this is where I'm being routed to the index page, which should be this controller here, this part here, in other words this function here. So now when I search for something like search for PHP, so let me search for Laravel, it should filter Laravel and give you the necessary posts that are associated with Laravel, as you can see. So basically that's what happens. Now if for example I search for something like okay, let me search for Python, for example. Now I know I don't have any keyword that's associated with Python, so it will return for me empty. Now when you look at such a scenario here, you may find it's not really a good way to make your user have such a kind of a page being returned which is empty like this. You may want to, for example, the one I showed you as we started the video, whereby it has something like your search results are this, and if there's no search results, it shows you no search results found. I think that is more better than just having a blank page. Now now what you need to know here is that we have already implemented the scope filters. So basically what we have done is just we have gone to the model, we have updated this code here which we type together, and then we are doing the request on search, and then you can filter as many parameters as you want. All right, so and then the other one is just coming here to your post model, that is to your model, and then you just update the filter to filter the request for search that is now coming from your model, which now here happens to be the post.php. Now let's go back to this search blade. Now you can see this search blade was returning for us, for example, these are your results, and if there's no result, this code is returned. So if there are results, this one, it goes for this one, then it shows you all the posts that are associated with that search request. Then if there is no, this one is the one that is shown. So let's go back to pages controller. So I want us to use that search blade. Now remember, is the one that I had commented out here, so I will comment it again. Now here I don't need this one because this one was coming with this, so they were going together, so I will not need this one. So this one I will take it out. Okay, now here, since we are using the scope filters, we don't need to have this one like this, so we are going to have something like this. All right guys, now okay, so as I was saying, okay, now so I'm taking this one out here, and then here I'm going to take this one also out. So what I'm going to have here is I'm going to take this one here, post type post, and then I'm going to implement it here. In other words, here the post type should be post. So this one is when it's returning the slug, and then it picks the post when somebody comes, for example, within your posts. I'll show you that one. And then this one will not take it out. Why? Because this is a session flash that shows you if there is no post that is associated with that keyword you're searching, it will flash for you this one, no results that are found, which makes it more better that way. Now we need this one post where, so that it can have the defined, it can define, so it will not have the error of undefined variable that is within the search blade here. You can see here we are looping over the post, and then we are presenting that particular post together with the category. Now here I don't need to change anything, so this one is okay. So this one, let me save that one. So this one is okay. Now there's another thing here before we move to something else. So I'll need to come here sorry, I need to come here and pick this particular filter. So I need to copy it, and then I need to have it here because now we are using the search instead of the post. So here I'm going to have it there like that. So I'm going to have it there, so it's going to return with category and so forth, right? So that one is going to be there. And then now here I've already explained. So the post model is still the same, so the filter is still going to happen like that. And then now here we have updated this one. Now if I want, I can also take this one out since it is doing the same thing, but let me just leave it there and let's focus on the search. So what you need to do, you need to come here, make this search function, and then come and make a search blade which will return for you if there is post or if there is no post. And then in your web.php you need to come and create this particular route here, which routes you to the search blade with the pages controller at search. So that is going to be that way. Now that tells you here I'm going to have this slash search which was there before, so it will take us to the search blade if there is any associated post. All right, so let's implement this one. And okay, let me just go back to the home page. Let's see if all this is working. Okay, all right, so now let me look for example, Laravel again. So now I look for, now remember Laravel is just the topic. Yes, good. Now you can see now it's taking us to the search. Okay, to the search blade. Now I think here we have two searches. So this one you may want to change one to query then search, so that we don't have two searches. So for example, here I'm seeing something here. So here within the post model, here we could do something like this. So I think here what we can do here, we can use query like that. So we request query, and then within the nav blade here I can change this one to query. I believe this one should work, so that when we go to search and then query, instead of having two searches, which doesn't look good. So let me return this one to, okay, let me use the keyword again, and let's see if this is working. Yes, you can see now search query equals to Laravel, which did it bring for us Laravel? No, I think it did not bring for us Laravel. I don't know which, if we are missing out anything so far. So the request is done on the Laravel. Oh yes, we forgot something here. So here we also need to change this one to query. So far I don't know if this one is working, but this one should not. Okay, this one I commented it out and it was not working. Sorry, like this one, since we're using the search, so it should work on this one now. So yeah, so I think we are good to go. So let me just go back again to the home page like that, and then let's try to filter Laravel, all the posts that are associated with Laravel. Good. Now you can see now it is bringing for us the topics that are associated with Laravel. For example, if we went for keyword like PHP, it should give us the post that has PHP. Actually, you should go and look for, I have a video and as well a tutorial on my website, webdevtrainee.com. You can also want to check out this tutorial if you are starting out with PHP. Now this is what I wanted to show you. Now you can see here that your search results is this, and this one looks more elegant and more meaningful. Now let's say for example I went for that Python again. Now that tells you that flash message is the one that should be returned. Your search results, no search results found, which makes it better when you are designing your web page. Alright guys, so this is the tutorial for today. So just follow up. You can rewind the video again so that you get to understand where you did not get. As well, I also have this tutorial written in my website. That is when you go to webdevtrainee.com, look for how to use query scopes or scope filters in Laravel. I've explained how to make it in my website, but you can also follow up this video again by repeating. Now you can add, for example, I wanted to do it on the admin. This is my admin, but since the concept is the same, what you need to do is just need to add that filter, you need to add that search keyword, whereby it's going to route. Okay, for this one, for example, you may not want to come to this page because this page is for the home page. So here you may just want to just have it returned to you within the same page here. For example, when you filter Laravel, it just returns Laravel posts just like that. So you may want to come and do this one. So this is your homework. If you have a website whereby it has the admin, and whereby you're able to come and write your post and all that. You may want to come and implement this one on this particular part. So I did it and it is working, so you just need to go and try it out yourself and see if it's going to work. But since I've already shown you this one, it's a good place for you to begin. Alright guys, so let's meet in the next tutorial. Remember to like, subscribe to this channel, share this video out to other Laravel developers, and yeah, so let's meet in the next video.